And we are live. So hello everybody and welcome to the channel Bob Sales this time's next year. So I don't expect many people today because Vault is streaming, and I do expect most people to go to the OG Vault stream itself. However, it is the Ron English drop today and they have sneaked the X-Men one on us, so we may as well go for the drop. And I'm not sure if anyone's going to be here or not today, but I'm going to go for the drops. I'm going to go for both these drops. I like both these drops, so we're going to go for that. So I'm just going to play the quick brief Ron English history here. This was for the Moggle Grin, so I'll only play half this video. It's just the brief history of Ron English. You may as well take a look at the guy that's behind the comic, and it does explain a little bit about it in there. So we'll go into that. I did actually make a video for this one, but I got halfway through it, and then I think I see it better coverage, so I thought to myself, it's not worth doing right now, so I didn't finish it. There was a couple I actually got ready. I've actually done the scripts for. Tamara, do you have to, mate? My cat is literally over there just breaking everything right now, so I do apologize if you just heard that massive bang. Tamara, do you have to, darling? Do you have to? Yeah, you're such a pretty cat. Sorry. So I will play this history right now, and I will only play half of it because, like I said, it's not related to this actual drop. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel Bob Sales. And this sort this cat out. We have some more Ron English art coming to the veve app. Unfortunately, veve did release this article 2 days before the drop, so that's not ideally enough time for me to make a great video. With that being said, I know how big Ron English is, so I'm going to try and do a quick history, quick recap of his life. Ron English, also known as the godfather of street art, is a contemporary artist. Ron has literally done it all, from street art to fine art galleries to albums to cereal boxes. Ron has also moved on to making some great physical pieces. He even coined the term propaganda. This was used to describe the mashups of art and the use of real-world issues, which he tends to do a lot in his art pieces. In fact, his website itself is called Propaganda. So let's start with the street art. Ron English actually started off with a background as an art reproducer in the 1980s before going on to make his own work. Ron has murals all around the world. He actually has billboards all around the world. He also initiated and participated in loads of illegal public art protests. That's actually how he got his nickname.
Notorious illegal artist.
And Ron has actually been arrested on several occasions for this act.
Would work at night because it just seems like it's illegal. You should probably do it at night. But at some point I thought, these guys are all criminals. I'm a criminal. It's like, what if we just did it during the day?
Culture jamming is a big part of Ron's work. The meaning being, the artist would go around changing words or images on billboards to actually change the message that was already on them, often to reflect an anti-establishment message. So basically, when he thought a company was promoting or being a bit shady with their agenda or not being truthful, he'd go around correcting this on billboards. The change to the work is supposed to make you look at the real picture and question capitalism in itself. Ron often does this by using grotesque work and sometimes offensive work, but it's all to make the consumer look deeper into the meaning and then find out the real backstory of what it's about, which it normally is about unhealthy food or political statements being forced upon everyone. One of the stories we're actually getting today is about that. Let me just make sure I'm not muted. No, I'm not muted. So one of the stories we're actually getting in this comic is about that character McSize, which is basically a fat McDonald's, Ronald McDonald's. Any other social issues? His frequent targets of this sort of work include Mickey Mouse and McDonald's. He does actually use Mickey Mouse a number of times to cover the female breasts. A good example is the Hear More Evil Monkeys. We have the yellow and red costume. It's obviously Ronald McDonald's hair, so this is obviously a take on McDonald's. And the description for that drop itself actually reads, "Don't turn the other ear to the evil lies of the insincere or the ballyho of sloganers. He hears more than he wants to hear." So he's definitely not loving it. I'm loving it. Later on went on to focus on another form of advertising, and this was product boxes. He actually did everything from cigarettes to milk cartons to cereal boxes. Of course, the serial killers we already have in veve, that was created for this exact purpose. Now, we all know that they represent the high content of sugar and the preservatives that are damaging not only adults but children. Ron and his band of bandits would actually go around to stores around the world and actually switch out some of his items and put them in the aisle. So let's talk fine art. Ron does actually have a fine art degree. He passed that in Texas. Ron would later move to New York to start selling his own works. albums. He actually exhibitioned his grade school Guernica pieces at the Station Museum of Contemporary Art. Of course, this work was a take on Picasso's Guernica. He'd also done other reworks of The Last Supper and Starry Night. He's literally in galleries from Madrid to England to New York. Ron has also dabbled in album art covers. He made covers for Dandy Warhol's Welcome to the Monkey's House album. He also did the 2010 album for Slash. He even done the Fame cover for Chris Brown. It was in 2005 that the English creator designed toy versions of his art. Ronnie the Rabbit was actually the first artwork turned toy by Ron. In 2013, he actually paired up with Slash again to create a limited edition fiberglass bust, which is the image used on the album. I actually have this album, Slash and Friends, and I did not notice that. He also partnered with Chris Brown to launch their Dumb English toy, a pink astronaut Star Skull. The same year, he also collaborated with Pearl Jam. This was to produce a physical phallus sheep. This drop was actually done in blind box format and was sold in stores and at Pearl Jam's concert. I'm not going to believe this, but Ron even has his own band called the Rabbits.
So the comic, as mentioned, it's got the story, the origin story of the rabbits in here. This is the rabbits I believe he's referring to. It's not actually the rabbits or whatever they're called, the Ubisoft ones. It's actually related to Ron's music because this is his music band. Obviously, I couldn't play the music for this clip right now, but this is actually one of the music videos for Ron's band. And obviously, they're called the Rabbits. So the story inside the comic, it also has this in there.
They've released several full-length albums over the years. Somehow, he's even included artists like Slash and Travie McCoy from Gym Class Hero in them albums. I believe the music that was in the video for this drop was actually from Ron and his band. Ron and his fellow artists also starred in a Simpsons episode. This was based around street art. Ron is also the only artist to have a Funko. Yes, Ron is actually that big. He also made a slight appearance in Banksy's Exit Through the Gift Shop. In fact, I'm 100% certain that Ron knows who Banksy is, and in fact knows him well. Again, these videos always tie together. Banksy piece titled Slave Labor was once again removed from the wall of a bargain shop, and it was later sold at auction. This first went to an auction in Miami, but after complaints and backlash, they actually removed it from the sale. That piece then went back to the UK and once again was put up for auction and sold. Again, after this sale, it was then put up again for auction in Los Angeles. This item sold for over $600K.
We have a bid of $600,000 going once. Do I have any further advance at $650,000? Going twice. The current bid is $600,000 in the gallery. Going thrice. Last chance. Final offer at 600.
And it's going
to Ron English. Last chance. Final offer. Sold.
And who was the buyer? None other than Ron English. So rather than me explain it, why not let the man himself explain what his reasons were?
My idea for this painting is to whitewash it for my good pal Banksy. And I only wish I could have spent more money for it.
And what do you mean by
and had less money for now I'm going to paint it white again. I'm done. Yeah. Should be bought and sold. I don't think there's a lot of thinking behind that. I think that's, we're tired of people stealing our stuff off the streets and reselling it. So I'm just going to buy everything I can get my hands on and whitewash it. Then, of course, I'll sell the whitewash painting for $1 million. I'm crazy, but I'm not stupid.
So yes, he did in fact buy it just to make a stand and plan to whitewash it for his friend, Banksy. Again, I reiterate, street art should not be bought and sold. So moving on to the video.
So that is the video. 1 second, I'll just share the drop screen. You got 5 minutes before the wait list is about to start. 1 second, I'm just refresh my page and I'll share this one with you instead. And I think we have it up there. Just get a couple of these tabs away and then I'll be right with you. So, yeah, so as you can see, Ron is a very big artist. This comic book itself only has 2 covers, which I must admit, I really do like that about it. And I believe there's 3,000 editions total, somewhere along them lines, maybe 2,666. I can't remember off the top of my head. We should have a look at that. But as you can see, the covers on this are massive. Ron is absolutely massive. To do work with bands like Chris Brown and Slash. I mean, Slash is absolutely huge. I've got both them album covers, and somehow I didn't notice the Moggle Grin style on the actual Slash glass globe itself, what was used on the album cover, right? Where it's so easy to recognize that, but at the time I didn't really know Ron English. So yeah, so Ron English is big. But you've got literally 4 minutes before this waitlist opens, and I do recommend probably going for this drop. I'm going to go for this drop. Now, if I land this drop, I'm probably not going to sell this drop, I must admit. If I land the X-Men drop, that will probably be easier for me to sell, I must admit, before the price maybe goes down. But that one could go either way. That could go up or down right now. So I'm not really sure on that one. And the same with this one. And I know there's physical variants of this. Everyone at that event right now are definitely going to want this comic book. They've just had the Ron English party. Ron English has been there. He's been signing stuff. He's been doing a lot. There's been a lot of artists there, actually, all at the after party and stuff. So, yeah, and you've got the physical and the comic book itself. The art covers are absolutely beautiful. They're one of the best art covers we've actually got. And I do like the fact that they've actually called one a common and one the ultra rare. So, yeah, so I'm just looking at it now, and it looks like 2,800 odd. Yeah, so total editions is 28888. And then there's how many ultra rares is there? 1 second, just having a look. And I'll just pull that up for you on the screen. 1 sec, I'll just say hello to the chat. Dead Coins, good morning, friends. Good morning, my friend. I still don't know how to say your name, my friend. I hate to not be able to say your name. Pasternak, maybe, 88. Was that a close guess? But yeah, like number 2, thank you for being here. Always liking everyone's video. You're just like me. You tend to watch everything and then take in as much as you can and then make the overall opinion, right? That's how I work. 2 minutes to the wait list. So I'm just going to keep an eye on that because I do not want to miss this one, I must admit. I am quite a big fan of Ron's stuff recently. And I'm starting to like the art a bit more, I must admit. Good morning, Mr. Kenobi. It's good to see you, my friend. No doubt what day is it today? No, you won't be at work today because it's Sunday. Say hello to the family for me. Duck and cover. Howdy, my friend. 2 minutes to the wait list. Just checked out some of his music. Yeah, as I said, the story inside the rabbits bit, that actually, I think, refers to the story of the band and the first collectibles. Not the rabbits everyone's thinking of, the Ubisoft ones, right? And there's some actual cool stories inside this book as well. And there's 1 minute left to join the wait list, so I'm just going to pay attention to that for 2 seconds. I want to make sure I'm straight in there this time. And I am probably going to snipe some of these in the aftermarket if they get a bit disrespected. But I don't think these books will get disrespected, I must admit. I do expect most of these. I'm not sure what I would say on the prices. I must admit. I think the common, I'm going to be quite bullish on this one. I'm going to say the common goes for 25 gems. Now, I could just be moonboyish on this one because I actually like it. But my guess today is going to be 25 gems for the common. And I would say about maybe 90 for the ultra rare. That's going to be my moon boy guess today. And I don't know whether that's me thinking with my heart because I like the Ron English stuff or not. But 1 second and the wait list is open. As I say, always back in and out the page because it always helps pulling it up. In fact, it's still not come up yet. So we're just waiting for the wait list to actually open. Right, the wait list is finally open 50 seconds late. And I actually backed in and out the page multiple times there. I am actually going to click it on this page as well so it don't trip it out too much. Please click on the head of an animal. There's the head of an animal. Please click on the head of an animal. There's the head of an animal. Where do they pull these up from? Now, I'm just going to double check that hasn't kicked me out of this wait list because yesterday it maybe did. So 1 second, let me just check that is up. So yeah, I'm still on the wait list because I am going to do the drop on my phone like I normally do because that's how I normally get drops. All right, so let me come back to this. Duck and cover. A lot of people are saying they expect this to dump cheap. I'm not convinced. I don't expect it to dump cheap, I must admit. Like I said, you just got my price predictions. I don't know whether that's me thinking with my heart and not my head. But again, if this does get disrespected, if people do start dumping this for less than drop price, I may actually have to stack a couple of these after stream. And I have actually built enough gems up so I can stack a couple of these and maybe go for the X-Men drop. Now, in the aftermarket, the X-Men, if they go too high, I'm not going to be a buyer straight away just because I think they can go lower. But with the Ron one, I'm actually looking at picking a couple of these up, I must admit. So I pray that it does go under retail, to be honest, because I'm hoping to pick a few of these up. Pasternak 88. Ron is literally next door neighbours with my aunt and uncle. That's pretty cool. Maybe you should go and get Bob some signed stuff. He would actually do that as well. No, maybe not interrupt the guy at his house, though. But yeah, that's pretty cool. He's an awesome guy. He does seem like an awesome guy. Seems to be kind of like that Vincent guy where he seems to be trying to make as much effort with the community as possible. But Ron's always been around doing that. He's always tried to add extra to his drops whenever he can. So yeah, he's definitely got the vision for veve and partnering with veve. And he's definitely a great big guy. I mean, some of the artists he's covered with, some of the album covers, some of the work he's done. And if you're buying a Banksy piece for 600k to then whitewash it, you know you're doing all right in life. Although he did say he was going to sell it for $1 million after that. But yeah. So if you're not in the wait list, you do really need to go and join that. He's an awesome guy. He's definitely an awesome guy. Got to go into his art workshop. So I made a video recently about Banksy's Dismal Land. If you never did watch that video, go and watch that video. That was actually a great video. That was actually Banksy's take on Disneyland. Apart from it was like zombie apocalypse-fied. I'll learn how to speak in a minute. But yeah, zombie apocalypse-fied. And it was actually a really great video. So you should go and watch that out. Watch that 1 second. Let me just catch up. Duck and cover. That's cool. That's speaking in the chat. I have a ton of photos of his stuff. I wish I'd have got to this event. I must admit, I definitely would have brought physicals of every single comic that had come. Even if I couldn't afford it, I would have tried my best to get them because it is the first of a lot of things right now. And if veve does ever take off, and a lot of us have that vision, right? So we wouldn't be here if we didn't still have that vision that things could pick up. veve will take off. So if veve does take off, then things will be valuable. I don't know whether getting them signed will be, but if veve takes off, look at it. There's not going to be much signings for the rest of our lives if veve takes off. If it doesn't, then we've all got useless stuff. But at the end of the day, it's been worth it. We've got a great community. We've made a lot of friends. I must admit, if everything goes to zero tomorrow, I've made so many great friends. It's changed my life. So I'm still happy with my tattoo. I'm still happy with my decisions, I must admit. Where are we? Sorry, I got a bit sidetracked there. Captain O, good to see you, my friend. If you didn't go and see our live stream the other day, you can actually go and rewatch that. I did actually put a nice thumbnail with that one. But yeah, if you didn't go and watch that, I know it was a live stream about a drop, but we did go a bit off pace with that one, and it was turned out to be more of an interview. And she's actually a great guest as well. She should do more stuff. Dead coins. I have a Japanese restaurant near me that has a Banksy girl with a balloon on it. I know exactly which one you're on about. That is a great artwork. That's the whole thing with brandalism, right? They actually go around just taking the artworks off the wall. I actually watched a program not too long ago, an auction one, where they literally did exactly just that. It's someone's job to literally go around the world and go into shops and stuff and offer them money for the Banksies off their wall to take the whole wall out. And it's actually a guy's job. It's pretty funny to find that out. Let me just get a drink. And we've got 25 minutes still. So if you're not in this wait list, get in the wait list. Let me just check I'm still in there. We don't want any drop problems today. Let's face it. Imagine being at the events and then the drop don't work. If you're not a user, if you're not a normal user, you'd be a bit annoyed. If you're a normal user, you'd be rolling your eyes. Where are we? Mr. Anad Kenobi. What did he resell for? So I never did actually find out if Ron did actually sell that artwork. I must admit, if that's what you're talking about, the one what he brought off Banksy, I'm not sure if he did actually sell it. He did say he was going to whitewash it and then sell it for $1 million, but I didn't actually find anything related to that, and I did look. So I'm not sure if he just kept it in the end. Ronnie Light, oh, yo, my friend, are you all right? It's good to see you. 11:30 here, Captain O. That's actually a nicer time for you lot, right? Because normally it's about 8 a.m., 7 a.m. and these drop things. So 11 a.m. is a bit better. Still not beer time yet, but 11 a.m. is a bit better than normal. And then we've still got the X-Men one to come. I actually surprised because they said they was dropping it in 2 days. So that would have been Monday. And then all of a sudden they pulled it out on the Sunday where we've actually got 3 drops now. That was a bit crazy. And I do apologize about not coming on for the X-Men one. I preferred the Professor X one, but out of both drops, it really wasn't for me. I must admit the animation was pretty minimal. So for me, I'd just rather miss that drop, I must admit. Now there was 2 drops to do. I would have done it otherwise, but because of the 2 drops, there was no point. And thank you everyone for being here so far as well, because I know Volt's on and I know a lot of people I know he's the original for a lot of people. Duck and Cover 2 AAA editions. Wampus. How do I've really got to try and say that name and all. Looks like it's a smash the buy now button for the comic. Waitlist open 0 minutes before the drop. Yeah, hopefully so. You might be right and all. Let me just have a look at that. $27. If you're joining this, if you said, yeah, I think you might be right there, and all. You might be right there. And I think even if you do get this, you don't want to wait for the 10 minutes like you can. I think you instantly want to press buy anyway, because there's not many editions of this. And I can imagine everyone at the New York event is going to want one of these. A lot of people that have not been able to get involved in the physical want one of these just for the fact that they ain't been able to get involved. It's been a bit painful to watch that and not be at the events, I must admit. And then to have gone to some of the other events, and it's a bit subpar considering the events today. But then it's all new things, new features are coming. So I'm happy for everyone there. Although we did miss a big event, guys. We did miss a big event. Kryptoni new album dropping on 11th of 11th. Let's go. So is that for you, or is that for Chris Brown or joint? Because I know you do a lot of work with Chris Brown, a lot of music production and that. Thanks for the stream, bro. It's good to see you, my friend. I was going to do the other one earlier, but didn't have that much interest in that one, I must admit. That's the only reason I didn't do it. And I knew it was going to go under retail. I thought it'd probably land about 32 gems, maybe, because I thought the only people buying them were the ones that like to take a risk now and again, and then the ones that actually wanted the item. So I didn't see many of them going for sale, I must admit. So we've got 20 minutes left still. It's $7. Great bad price. If it drops, who cares? Yeah, great box price. I know what you mean. Yeah, I actually think the same. It's worth keeping. It's one of them where it's going to be worth keeping. Same as the addiction the other day, right? It didn't sell out straight away. And then I must admit, I hit 5. And then I sat there doubting the buy now button. Should I hit it again? And I should have just kept hitting the button. Even no matter what it went for, I was willing to stack that one. And then it turns out the physicals turned out to be every single cover, by the way. There was 10 metal plate ones for the secret rare. I really wish I would have got one of them. I'm not sure how much they sold them for, or what you had to actually do to get them, whether you just had to be first in the queue or what. But yeah, we missed some great physicals this time. Duck and Cover, I don't care what it is in the market, not planning to sell. And I think for a lot of people, this comic is going to be like that. So I'm hoping some people do sell, because if I don't land this on the drop, I'm going to be pretty pissed off on it. Must admit, sorry, my language there, double quill. I know some people watch at home with their kids at 11 o'clock in the morning, so I do apologize. I'll try and keep that to the minimum. Captain, it's $7, great price, who cares? Sorry, I've just read that. Yeah, no, I agree with you 100%, Cap. Big Oz, good luck, fam. Yeah, good luck, everyone in the chat, by the way. Hopefully we get some people land this drop that do actually want to keep this drop. I must admit, if I get this one, I think I'm going to keep this drop. The price is going to have to be really good to persuade me to sell it, I must admit, because I'm a bit jealous I didn't get any of the physicals at the minute. So, well, I don't know whether I got any of the physicals at the minute. So I'm looking forward to these drops. And I hate to put a price on X-Men, but I'm not even sure what I think that's going to go for. That's going to be a hard one to guess at. I can imagine everything's going to be over 30 gems. I think the uncommon, if anything, will do worse like normal. But I think everything will stay over 30 gems. And I think the secret rare is probably going to go for about 700-800. But you never know in this market. It could do the complete opposite. So who knows? But you know, it's $1 million comic. So you definitely know it's going to be worth hitting the button, right? It's more than less likely that it's going to go under retail. And I think this one's the same. I must admit, I do think this one's the same. On the list, hand purple blue piece. That's an emoji, I take it. I will buy the floor. Yeah, I think I agree with you. If I had the money, I think this is a good one to look into buying. Duck and cover, I wouldn't mind picking up multiples of this one. I agree 100%. Pasternak 88, you said it perfectly. It sounds like pasta. Then add a knock. I'm actually surprised I actually said something right because I really struggled to do that. And I'd one Kenobi. I'm going for it also on wife's account. I should do that, but considering I've been selling out that account for so long now, yeah, I probably should do that, but I haven't. But yeah, I do get what you mean there. Duck and cover, bring on the digital signatures. That will happen very soon, I believe, if that hasn't already started. I know people have already been asking for that for a long time. I did see people getting their phone screen signed at one point. Now, I'm not sure how that was working or whether that was actually working or whether they just took a bit of cling film off their phone or the sticker from the front of their phone and then attached it to something after that. I'm not sure how that was working, but yeah, I remember them trying to do that at one point. And we've got 15 minutes till the drop. The common is fire. Is that in the wrong English? I take it. Yeah, I like both the covers. Both the covers are absolutely amazing. And I do like the fact he done 2 covers. Because if he'd have done 5, he wouldn't have put so much effort into each cover, I don't think. I think doing 2 was perfect. The covers are amazing on both of these. And actually, like I said on the article, it actually tells you what story's inside. And I actually do like the stories that are inside. In fact, I will try and pull that up 1 second. Because like I said, I did write half of the scripts for these videos. I did start doing them, but then I got a bit distracted because there's the kingpin. Yeah, so and look, there's my phone there. Just to prove that's what YouTubing is like on veve, right? All of them are just scripts for videos right there. What I've actually all written myself. No chat GDP, no, none of that crap, because it actually don't work. Even if you do try, it always gets something wrong. So I'd rather just do it myself so I don't have to double check everything. Let me just find where we are. Let me just find. So there's Poonies. So this the wrong English? This is the wrong English. So let me check. So with this one, there's only 2 variations of cover, which I really like, I must say. List price for this collectible is only 6.99 gems. First available mint is 81, not the normal. So I'm guessing there is also some link to the NYC Comic Con. That actually turned out to be true, as either giveaways or to sell with the physicals at the booth itself. The Common Rabbit's original story cover is mint in 2,222 editions. The Ultra Rare is mint in 666 editions. A total of 200 editions will be kept by veve and the licensors. Again, that is not the normal number. So I'm guessing that is also linked to the New York Comic Con, right? So let me see what else I have on here. I'm sure I put a bit on here about the story itself. So this comic contains the origin story of the MC Supersizer, which is the fat Ronald McDonald. Yeah, a take on the fat Ronald McDonald. It also includes the story of Orion the Obese Alien, which is the cover of the Ultra Rare, Cursed Kids, and the iconic. And it's also got iconic parody ads inside, which is pretty cool because you don't get any comics on veve with the ads inside. I can understand why, but on the old comics, it is pretty cool to go through some of the comics and read some of the ads. I mean, I don't know what comics I've got next to me here. Let me just see if I've got an older comic next to me. I think I probably have. Let me just see if there's any ads in this one, because it is actually pretty cool when you look. So it's like this one, right? So it's like this comic here. It's got the Star Trek game in there for the Game Boy. And obviously that's history in itself. That's where I do believe veve miss a trick sometimes. But yeah, it does have like parody ads inside. So basically comic ads, but joke ones. So I bet you the supersized Ronald McDonald guy is definitely one of them ads about advertising McDonald's in it. I reckon 100% anyway. We have got 15 minutes left. So yeah, I agree. All the covers on this one are great. Let me just get a drink. Sorry about that. If you heard that through the can, I should have muted that. Anad One Kenobi, your good duck and cover. Anad One Kenobi actually lives around the corner from me, I must admit. He's like one of my best friends in real life now. We actually met through veve. Same as duck and cover. He don't live near me, but we're going to get that done sooner or later and have a drink. We're not that far from each other, so we have to arrange it. We did actually mention that the other night. Anad One Kenobi, not bad, mate. Think they're all talking. Hope all the new joiners at New York Comic Con weren't put off by the X-Men drop not working. Don't think it'll matter in the long run. Yeah, I think you're right. I don't think it'll matter too much. But I would admit, if it was your first time doing a drop, you would be pretty disappointed, right? And if you're one of the veve fam that have already been doing drops and that happened, you'd be rolling your eyes. You'd be like, no, seriously? Why would you do this at the event? But then they're all at the event, so hopefully... And they did fix it kind of quick for being mostly at the event. So I'm quite happy with the way they've done that. And I'm glad not anyone ended up with a drop, because if anyone did end up with that drop, that would have got instantly took from their wallet. So imagine if like 100 did magically sell, because I see some people did actually go in there and get the green box. There was only a few of them posts. I don't know whether they were mocking it or whether they're actually real posts, but a couple of people did actually get green boxes yesterday. And me and Duck and Cover both said it, that if you do get that comic book, it's getting taken straight from your wallet. So bear that in mind. So I'm glad it actually, none of that seemed to happen yesterday. And we've got 10 minutes left. So check that you're in this drop. I honestly think it's a bit stupid if you don't go for this drop, I must admit. I mean, it's up to you, and it's not financial advice. Sorry, Double Core, I know you hate that term, and I hate that term too, which is why you never hear me say it. But honestly, I think this one's a pretty safe bet. What else did I write on this one? I'm just having a look at what else was written in here. It says about the party. So yeah, as you can see, I'd already written that script for the video. I just didn't get around to doing the video. Skip that drop. I'm not sure what drop you're on about. Was that the X-Men one, I take it? Sorry, I'm a bit behind on the chat. And like you said about the joiners, Anna, someone come on yesterday. I can't remember who it was, but it said, yeah, today we've made 18 new members. I was just like, 18? I was just like, 18's not good. I was like, that should have made a lot more new members than 18. But yeah, someone did say we actually got 18 new members. And I was just like, if that's all we've got through all that promotion and that is pretty bad. There should be a lot more than 18. Duck and Cover. Yeah, I don't reckon anyone who actually jumped on the app would be too bothered by yesterday's drop. Duck and Cover. A lot of FAs in that comic. Duck and Cover. People complain about collectibles being given out. I'm stoked they do that. I'm still waiting for the collectibles, I must admit. When do we get some physicals over here? It's a bit bad to call it a worldwide app and then do physicals only in America. I get some of the con exclusive ones. That's fair enough. You should reward people for going to your events. So if you do get to the veve events or the New York Comic Con events, I do believe they should do a special promotion for just them people at the events, right? To encourage you to go to the events. So I don't disagree with that. But again, when they do the Funko promotion, that should be able to be worldwide. You should be able to ship that worldwide. I have Funko here in the UK. I have a site here in the UK. So why can't we get that as well? That's the only thing that annoys me, stuff like that. So we've got 10 minutes left. Yeah, that's the collectibles. You ever watch Super Size Me? No, I have not, I must admit. Is that the Ron English one or is that something else? But no, I haven't watched that. So we're just waiting for this one to come. Let me refresh that page 1 second. I mean, they're great covers. Where's the... there's normally a preview on here, right? Where's the preview? Let's have a look at the preview quick. Let's have a look at the preview. Just opening up. So as you can see, the first one you see in there is the Super Size Me guy. So I knew that would be there 100%. I mean, look at the art on that. That's great, right? And that's one of his more iconic things about McDonald's being bad for you. And this is coming from the guy that eats McDonald's nearly every day. So I'm probably not the right person for this book. and the message still didn't work to me, as I still eat McDonald's every day. But I like the artwork, and I like it for the fact it is McDonald's. So that's even the funnier thing, right? So what have we got on here? Let's see what we've got on here. Ron English, Big Top Propaganda, issue 1. So that's the copyright. All stories, characters, artwork, and text by Ron English. So he's written this whole thing, he's drawn this whole thing. Additional design work, editing, and colouring. So there's a couple of people that he's added to it. We'll read the top bottom bit. Ron English, Big Propaganda, issue 1 is a license through Creators Edge Press. Yeah, so it's licensed through Creators Edge Press. What else have we got on there? All names, characters, publications, any fictional or resemblance to an actual person, living or dead, events or places. So that is actually a bit of a mockery on that bottom page, I think. I think that's supposed to be a bit of a joke. What else have we got in here? Too true. I was a clown back then, still am. The year was 1939. I ran my own circus, short on acrobats and animal acts, but I had a pretty good lineup of freaks. What else have we got in here? Let me have a look at another page, see what else we got on here. So they've actually aged this comic kind of as well on the pages. You notice that? It's actually got patina and stuff. So that's a pretty cool feature. That's one of the first on veve to have that sort of feature. I mean, I don't like them on DC when they're all ripped on the front covers, but thankfully this is not ripped on the front cover. But yeah, that is pretty cool. Midget Bigfoot. So this looks like the McSize Me guy, or whatever you want to call him, the McDonald's guy. I think that's kind of still the McDonald's guy, but a clown version. Is opening up a sideshow act. And I think that's what this story is about, this first one. Oh, it's with the alien Orion, I take it. Yeah, so there's Orion himself. That's the front cover of the Ultra Rare. What other pages have we got on here? So it is always good to check these previews out because you never know what you're going to get in there. Although it does skip pages, I think. Because it's showing me 5 out of 6, but it's telling me I can see number 6, but not showing me number 6. So that's a bit of a disappointment. But yeah, that comic's pretty cool. And I do kind of like the way they've aged this paper on this one. That's another plus from Ron's side. So let me just get the drop window back up. In fact, I've logged myself out the whole thing. So bear with me a second. I've just got to log myself in because I managed to log myself out. And the drop is literally in 5 minutes, people. So good luck. And now I'm going to pay a bit more attention to my phone, I must admit, because the drop. So bear with me on this one. I am still in the wait list. If you're not in the wait list, you need to get in it in the next 30 seconds. So get in there now. Just share that screen again. So yeah, you've got 22 seconds to get in the wait list if you're not already in there. 1 second, I'm just going to check I get in there first. Don't want to leave at the last minute or anything stupid like that. Check I am in the right account. That would have been the worst situation right there. Waitlist closed. So I am in the waitlist. So hopefully that pays off. But there's going to be a lot of people going for this comic. And I've one Kenobi, yeah, seeing it duck and cover, part of me thought, what would anyone expect if you eat only fast food for 30 days? Oh, I know what you mean, right? I have watched that documentary, and yeah, you are right. What would you expect after eating it for 30 days? It's going to happen. McDonald's is supposed to be one of them treats. It's not supposed to be something eaten every day, and it's supposed to be more about saving time, maybe going out to have a chat and stuff like that, not just, it's food when you need food. It's not exactly, everyone knows it's not the healthiest thing in the world, let's face it. Duck and cover, well, it's a dude that lives on nothing but McDonald's for a month, and what it does to him, yeah, I agree with that. That was always going to happen there. And one, okay, that's responding to that. Nice. Let me just check this wait list again. So you got 5 minutes, everyone. Well, 4 minutes now. So good luck for this if you're going for this. If you're not going for this, I think you're a bit of a wally, or you're probably broke, so I can give you that one, or it's probably not the right time of the month. But yeah, honestly, I think this will be worth going for. So it's 3 minutes 46. I'm just going to run through these comments quick. Dead coins. I think the secret rare is going to be expensive in the marketplace. Is that for the X-Men one? Or this one's got an ultra rare, right? But yeah, I think the X-Men one's going to be expensive. I'm going to say 700-800. And I think that's expensive for this market right now, I must admit. But it wouldn't surprise me if it done a lot more. But with the market being the way it is, my safe bet is 700-800. And even then, it wouldn't surprise me if it hits 100 gems, because you just never know right now. But I'd hope it wouldn't. But I'd hope it wouldn't hit 100 gems on the X-Men one, the secret rare. But you never know with the market right now. It's so scary. And if it does, that's probably an easy buy right there. 100 gems, I would say. But I'm going to definitely try and get some of these in the aftermarket if I don't get this on drop. And I'm definitely going to go for the X-Men on the drop. I might try and get 2 of them on the aftermarket. Depends on the prices. It all depends on the prices, because I am completely broke right about now. And I've only got so much gems to play with. And I don't really want to sell anything on my actual account, because I actually like all the stuff I have. So I'm not willing to sell for that one. 1 second, I'm just having a look. Goats. Veve's tweeting out goats. Oh, and if you did watch that influencer boxing last night, I absolutely feel sorry for you. What a load of trash. Absolute complete rubbish. And I actually bet 20 quid on Dylan Dennis, because Dylan passed a lie detector machine saying that he was going to win the fight. And I actually believed if you got that much faith in yourself, you come to fight, right? Turns out the guy stood there for 6 rounds. Oh my God, what a nightmare. What a waste of time. And then he ended up trying to armbar the guy and guillotine him. And then even then Logan punched him to the floor. So yeah, that was not a good fight. Not a good fight for boxing. Not a good fight for MMA. And I do believe that could probably kill the influencer boxing from now on, because that event was complete trash. They had a tag team event going at one point. And yeah, it was just absolute trash. The better fight was the Tommy Fury one, I must admit. But then even that one was a close fight, and the boxer should have really just knocked his head off. So yeah, KSI actually come out a bit more hyping than he actually looked the whole time. But yeah, that event was complete trash. Complete trash. If you paid for that event, I would request your money back. Luckily, I didn't pay for that event. I may as well have, because I bet £20 on Dylan Dennis like a donut. And that's it now. You won't ever see Dylan Dennis fight in MMA or boxing again. I pretty much can guarantee you that. Now, the only fight I can see Logan Paul doing will be Mike Perry, because I don't see anyone being interested in any Logan Paul fights again after that whole atrocious night, I must admit. And you got 1 minute before, well, it's 38 seconds my side. Pay attention to your own phone. Have a quick refresh of 28 minutes. Good luck, everybody. I hope you get secret rares all round. But yeah, that fight was absolutely trash. That is the end of YouTube boxing, in my opinion. The only fight anyone's going to watch now is Mike Perry versus someone, because Mike Perry all night. Like I said, when the fight initially got cancelled, Mike Perry was the better fighter. Right, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're live. Come on, hit me. Ooh, why ain't my buy now button come up? Okay, no buy now button come up. Not selected. So I had no buy now button come up and not selected right then. What a pain. So where's my desk? I'm going to have to do a BE and start whacking my desk over that, I think. Damn it. Again, there was low additions. Whether or not this one's going to be able to be botted or not, or whether it was just low additions, I think it's just low additions, right? Same as the Toki Doki yesterday. That one instantly sold out, and you can't be shocked by that. It's all right saying it's bots, but you can't be shocked by that. Although a lot of them were private accounts. Oh, man. Well, hopefully we're just saving our juju for the next one. But I am going to go and wait for the rebound on this one. And then I am going to go to the market and hopefully snap a couple of these up. Probably not the ultra rare, because that's probably going to be expensive. Duck and cover, man, that artwork is awesome. Pasternak 88 may want to pick a few things up that are low to flip after the Comic-Con drops are over. Might be a small pump later. You're exactly right. Like, the play is normally when these events happen is to look at other things. Everyone's dropped stuff so low. I must admit, everyone's dropped stuff so low so they can get in on some of these drops because they're looking at it this way. They'd rather have the gems for the X-Men because that could potentially be a better drop than some of the stuff they're ever going to hold that's going to increase in value. So it's a better drop, right? So if you took a loss, it's probably worth the loss you took to sell that item, if that makes sense. But yeah, I'm going to wait for this market to open. We are actually going to pick a few of these up. I should probably do it on that screen, really, shouldn't I? 1 second, duck and cover. Yeah, I think around 800 to 1K. That must be the secret rare for the X-Men. Duck and cover. I'm flipping the X-Men for the gold Kuju. You're probably the only one that's going to do that, I must admit. And I wouldn't buy that right now because it looks like it's actually gone back up. 1 second. Yeah, the influencer boxing. My God, what a waste of money, waste of time, waste of life. I'm never going to get that time back. And everyone that watched that, oh God, man, that was absolute trash. I even felt like messing in the betting company and saying to them, I'm not being funny, that fight was absolute trash, absolute waste of money. Like that whole thing was just, how can you charge on that? So yeah, W. What, you've got a W? Did you get the win? What did you get, duck and cover, if you got the W? Pasternak 88, mint 149. What did you get? Ultra rare or common? Well done. That's a win either way. Congratulations. Are you going to keep yours? Sweet. Kryptoni, wifey got 101. Well, 10111. 1011, sorry. Jesus Christ, I learned how to speak in a minute. And sorry about that blasphemy there. Congratulations, Kryptoni. Are you going to sell it or are you going to keep it? Captain Obvious, Big Top. So you actually got one as well. Congratulations. It's good to see so many of you getting one. I haven't got nothing. Probably because I didn't make a video. I noticed that every time I make a good video, I tend to get the drop. And then if I don't make a video, I don't get the drop. Maybe Vivi's watching. We're saying that I know Vivi watches because every time I put tweets out now and again, I see David Jews like them or Vivi's like them. Apart from the tweets I want them to like, of course. But yeah. So we've got 1 minute left for the rebounds, everyone. Good luck if you're going for it. I would recommend backing in and out the page when it gets there. So I am keeping an eye on that to do right now. Sorry, you are not accepted. I know I weren't accepted. Stop rubbing it in. So I am backing in and out the page right now. I'll lower you down a bit. So yeah, I am on my phone right now trying to back in and out the page. My side, we've got 40 seconds for the rebound. Good luck, everybody. I hope I get one of these. I don't think there will be any rebounds, I must admit. If you went for this and you didn't buy it, you're probably a bit of a wally. So I can't imagine there'll be a lot. There wasn't any on the Toki. Well, in fact, I nearly got one for the Toki Doki, so there must have been one on that one. But that was a bit higher price. This is $6.99. I can imagine everyone's got $6.99 at this point. Five seconds. The button moved on me and I think I've got one. I think I've got the rebound. I've got the rebound, but I tried to back out to get another. So I have actually landed a rebound and I have no idea what I landed because I tried to sneak in and get another one. Should have quick gated that, but it didn't register with me straight away. So I literally watched it and then I remembered you could buy multiples. So there was a rebound there. So there could possibly be more, but yeah, I've got one on the rebound pending order. Congratulations. Let's go. So if I refresh my screen page now, we'll actually see if it comes up. I took a while to purchase that one and all. So as you can see, one pending delivery. Let's go. Hopefully that's good news. When does the market open? Because I want to have a look. because that is potentially, if this gets dumped, I'm going to be very surprised, I must admit. But I'm just going to have a quick look at the market. When does the market open now? It's going to be a little while yet, I can imagine. And my vault value for my collectibles was 1.3 last week, because I never used to buy collectibles, but it was 1.3 last week, and it's actually 800 now. So the collectibles have actually gone down 500, the ones I brought. So that's not good. That's just because of the dip for the con, right? But yeah, that's a good way of gauging it. There was only literally 1.2 collectibles in there last week, and now it's worth 800 for the same amount of collectibles. I'm just looking in at the drop, 1 second. Just trying to see if I can get it to come up. So I can't actually remember when the market opens. I'll be honest, it's in a minute, right? Let me go back to the chat, 1 second. Congratulations, everyone that's got one, by the way. Common for me. Well done, duck and cover. Did I miss something? Big top. Did you get the ultra rare? Or was that 1-1? I'm not sure. But yeah, that is a good mint number, 1111. You got issue number 1, so that is a good mint number. Congratulations. Sorry, that went straight over my head there. Cheers for that, duck and cover. I was so paying attention to the drop right there. Sorry, stream. I'm not trying to ignore you. I'm just trying to wait for this market to open and see what's actually going on with this drop. I will actually pull it up on my computer in a minute. I'm just trying to see what happens with it first quickly, because it's so much easier sniping and doing stuff like that on your phone. I don't know how people snipe on the web app. I really don't. And some people say they prefer it, but for me, it takes like 5-10 seconds to refresh. On my phone, it's pretty quick. Come on, show me what we got. Show me the market. Let's see what we got. Come on, pass me the ultra rare. Come on, pass me the ultra rare. And again, the first available public mint for sale was 200 and something. Remember that as well, because that's a lot different to what they normally are. But that, there will probably be lower numbers than that to come because of the event. I reckon they've been given out at the event, like I said before. I'm still looking for the market. 1 second. Can anyone see him on the market yet? Or do they know how long the market opens? Is it 10 minutes? I've completely forgot. Pasternak 88 common. Congratulations. I still think the common's going to be worth holding. Most people are going to have got the common on this drop, so I wouldn't feel too disappointed with that. I think the common's better than nothing on this drop. Kryptoni got the L. Rebound, let's go. So he got the rebound as well. Congratulations. I got the rebound, so I'm really happy with that. I was really disappointed I didn't get this drop, I must admit. And I have actually got my addition, and I've got common. I've got common 599. So that's a good mint number. That is actually a good mint number. So I'm pretty happy with that. Ooh. Has anyone ever seen that warning before? I don't know if you can see that. So basically it says this item is part of an ongoing drop and will be eligible for market listings in 1 minute. I had never seen that before. But yes, I've actually got mint number 539, so I'm really happy with that. Just going to wait for this market to open, because I am actually going to hope this gets dumped, because I'm going to buy a couple more, because I actually think that's a good comic book. So congratulations, everyone. If you did get one, this is obviously selling out, duck and cover. I had no doubts about that. Ron English has been at the event all the time. I think there's at least 2,000 VV people at that event, so hopefully that makes up for it. But I did not expect to even see a rebound appear. So I'm hoping that was just distracted people at the con event. I'm hoping that was what that is, because I can't imagine a lot of people went in for that drop and didn't get it. I mean, I'm really happy with that. I'm happy with that. 539. So I'm going to have to tweet out the superstars, get my juju back. Now I've got my hat back, although I haven't got my hat on my head today. That was a bad... what did I do with my hat? My hat actually needs washing. It's a bit dead. 1 minute. I'll get back into the chat in 1 second. I'm just looking at the market. Here it is. Here it is. So the market's up and the common is 345. No way. And the ultra rare is 40 gems. No way did that happen. No way. So I am actually going to sit here and snipe a couple of these. That is crazy. 3 gems. And that could possibly go lower yet. They normally do after drops, right? So I'm going to pay attention right now and I'm going to dig in and have a look at these. That is absolutely crazy. So I'm going to buy at least another 2 more of these, I think, right now. Because when X-Men comes and goes, this drop could potentially go up. So I'm going to have a quick look at this right now and have a look. So right now we're seeing commons for 3 to 4 gems and the ultra rares at 40 gems. And I reckon that ultra rare is going to come down yet. Let me go back into the market properly. Wow, the ultra rare's 30 gems already. Now, if this goes to 20, I'm buying it without a second doubt, I must admit. I still got a bit of money left in there to do that. So that might actually be the play. Let me know, what's your buying price for this drop? I honestly expected this common to stay above retail. I expected the commons to be 20 to 25 gems. I did not expect them to start going for $3.99. That is crazy. This is stackable. The price is already 4 gems, and I can't see it going much lower than that. It normally does after drops, but I honestly can't see it. Now, the ultra rare's got a little bit of room to move still. That could possibly go a bit lower. And if it does, I think that's absolutely crazy. Oh, it's gone to 24 gems. 24 gems. So if this goes to 19 gems or something like that, I think I'm going to snap one up just like that. Because I think this is crazy. What do you guys think? Do you think this is crazy prices? Absolutely crazy. I'll get back to the chat in 2 seconds. I'm just paying attention to what I'm doing. So the common has already started to go up. It's now gone to 5. No way. That is crazy. Crazy. There's only 30 on the floor. Ultra rares at the minute. But then I don't know how many's been delivered. The common has gone 4 to 450 already. So I should have bought a couple of them. Already missed that opportunity there. And I think I'm going to get the ultra rare before this one goes up. There's an ultra rare there for 30. Come on, baby. Oh, I didn't get that one. Someone beat me to that one. I'm not sure whether to buy the ultra rare at these prices or not, but I think I'm going to. I'm not going to lie to you. I think I'm going to. No, I missed another one for 31. So people are buying these at 31, the ultra rare right now. We go back to the common. I'm hoping the common can go back to under 4 because I'm definitely in on some of them. Or if I get the right number. But they do look like the floors are going back up. The floors are definitely going upwards rather than down. So this is going to be a fun one to play right now. So there's another 3 digit for 30 there. All the 3 digits for 30 are going on the ultra rare. 610. I thought I had that one. Come on. So the ultra rare is going steadily back up, I would say. And the common is still going back up. The common's 5 gems at the minute, and I think that's got a bit more to go. I think that's going more up yet. Crazy, crazy. Someone just dropped one for 25 and I missed it. I'm never going to get that. That'd be long gone. 20. Get one for 28 if I can. Could have got 1400 for 28. I'll get back to the chat in 2 seconds. I do apologize. I'm not getting very far with a sniping mission at all. The common's gone to 7 already. So I think the price predictions were pretty good on this one. Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? Come on. I think all the 3 digits are being taken up on the ultra rare by looks of it. There's not many I can see listed now. I don't want to pay too much over floor. Damn it. I keep getting beaten every time. 755 went. Every 3 digit that's coming, I'm just getting beaten to it. And the floor is now 32. And on the common, it's back to 4 gems. And I'm actually going to buy that one for $6.99 right now. No, it didn't even let me buy the common for $6.99. Come on, let's go. So I'm going to buy one of these anyway. I'm going to buy any random mint common right now. I'm just going to get one in the bag. Come on, let me get one. No, nothing. They've gone back up to 6 already. Ultra rare's gone back up to 35 already, and I am not having no luck sniping. I'm about to do a BE and start hitting my head off the desk. I must admit, I can't get anything. 36, I couldn't even get that one. Come on, let me snipe something, baby. Let me have a issue. This is not giving me nothing right now. All of these are getting bought up. I'm not even joking you. I'm still looking at where to go right now. That is crazy. Common seems to have settled a bit. Let's see if I can have that one. Ah, too slow. Too slow. I can't even snap a normal mint up right now. Ah. 2, 3, 5, 6. Come on, let me have that one. Ah, come on. This is not playing ball right now. Not playing ball. I literally cannot get any. I'll get back to the chat in a minute, people. I literally can't get any. I'm trying on just barely on just random numbers now, and I cannot pick any of these up. Absolutely crazy. Yes, I finally got one. I don't even know what mint number I got. So I got the most randomest mint number there on a common, and I think I paid 7 gems for that. So I did get another one. You can't really see that. So 7 gems I paid for that on a common, mint number 1787. So that is an absolute rubbish mint number. And now Ashley's bought it. It'll probably go down, right? I will get back to the chat in 2 seconds. I'm just having a look at this. And then we are going to have to move on because the X-Men drop is coming. And that's when I expect these floors maybe could go down a bit more, because the X-Men drop's about to come. So the floors are going to calm down just before that drop because everyone's going to be concentrating on that one. 1 second. 1 second. I'm just having a look. Double quill, by the way. If you're still in here, you just got a massive shout out by Corey and Veve right then about your article, because I read your article earlier and it was basically about not being able to be at the events, but rooting for everyone at the events, but then also feeling like a little bit left out and trying to avoid Twitter a little bit because, you know, everyone's having so much fun and stuff. So, yeah, you just actually got a massive tweet there from Corey by looks of that. So the common is now 7 gems, and I honestly think that could still go up. All the same names listing by looks of it. And the ultra rare is already on 39. I believe that's going about on my price range now. However, I'm not shocked. I am not shocked. So I've still got 100 gems left. So it's not out my price range yet, but we've got the X-Men coming, and I do need to get a copy of that. So I think my next plan is to wait for the X-Men to come. I think we'll wait for the X-Men to come because it is literally 10 minutes till you need to join that wait list. So I think we'll go over to there, and I'll move this page over quickly, and then I'll catch up. I'm going to catch up with the chat right now. Let me just move this page over. I'm sorry. I know it's not the best thing to watch people sniping, but why is that saying 1 hour, 40 minutes? Have I missed something? I thought that was now. Oh, we got to wait another 1 hour, 40 minutes for that? Oh, sugar. I didn't realize that. Sorry, chat. I thought that was literally about to come up. Damn it. That's not very nice, is it, people? So I will put you back on that window. In fact, we'll start having a look at the market on this one. Let's have a look at the market. First, I'll talk to the chat. Let me talk to the chat first. Catch up with everyone. Raven, not selected for the drop. Got the rebound. It's good to see you here again, Raven. I see you in a lot of people's chats, and it's nice to have some of the females here and like intelligent ones at that rate. But you're absolutely amazing. You follow all the channels. It's absolutely great to have you here. I know you're in most of the channels I follow. Deadcoin's got a rebound also. Congratulations. Did anyone get anything good? I know some of you have told me. And what do you think to the prices right now on the comics? Are the ultra rares worth buying for 40? The commons going to go up? Are they going to go down? What do you reckon? Kryptoni, let's go. Duck and cover. It's 10 minutes for the market after drop. Thank you very much. Dead coins. I'm not mad about this Comic Con in Veve. I'm not mad about this Comic Con in Veve. No, I'm not mad about the Comic Con. The Comic Con's great. I love it, and it's great advertising. But if I'd wish I had been there, that's what I'd like. That's what I meant. It would have been better if I had been there. And then the English one we had was a lot smaller than all the other cons. Obviously, that's a New York Comic Con. That's an actual Comic Con, not a D-Con. So it's going to be bigger anyway. But yeah, the party and everything was a bit bigger. But then I had a great time at the one we had. And it's the people that make the events, not Veve themselves, right? It was meeting all the Veve people, all the Twitter people you connected with over the years. I think that was the best thing about the event. Even though the event was a bit poor in our opinion. It weren't a 2-day event, put it that way. The English Decon definitely weren't a 2-day event. You could do it in 2 hours. But it was worth going. The people made it worth going. Pasternak 88, anyone know the lowest public mint is? Which is that for? And I'll tell you right now. Is that for the Ron English? Ron English one was 208, I believe. Let me just check my script again. Believe it was 208. No, so on the Ron English, the first available mint was 81. And there's total ultra rare is 666. The common was 2222. So if you got any of them numbers, you're pretty much laughing right there. I think Captain got a good number being 1111 because it's issue number 1. Whether or not we get more of these issues, it could happen because we know Ron does collab with Veve a lot, so it could happen. They're getting brought up. Yeah, they're massively getting brought up. They're massively getting brought up. And I don't blame everyone. I've got to be honest. They're absolutely worth buying up. I'm going to go back onto the market in 2 seconds because I do believe I should buy more of them. I'm not going to lie to you. I've only got one so far, but I did want to get back to the chat so you're not all bored watching me. Let me just have a look at the market. So the ultra rare's still holding at 39 at the minute. I still personally think that's a good buy. I'm not going to lie, but when the X-Men comes, it could go a bit cheaper before that drop. So we've still got an hour and a half to the X-Men, so we'll wait to see what happens with that one, I think. Just see what happens. Oh, there's 447 for 7 gems. I'll have that. Missed it. Didn't get that. Shock. Just having a look. So the common's still 7 gems, and I still think that's a bargain price right now. And the common's just go, looks like it's going to go up. The ultra rare's still sat at 49, I believe. Yeah, the ultra rare's still sat at 41. 38's just popped up. I'm going to buy that. No, missed it. I can literally not go. That was the most random number on 38, and I could not buy it. So even the numbers, even less, even 4 digits, the most random 4 digits right now, you cannot buy them. You can honestly not buy them. 181. Come on, come on. Why? Don't be telling me stuff like that. So I just brought one finally, and I probably FOMO'd into that a bit quick. I brought one for 38 gems. Let me have a look. I bought 1881, the ultra rare, for 38 gems. So I'm quite happy with that. That was probably, I don't know whether that's going to be too much or too less at this point. I've got 2 commons right now, 1 3-digit, what I got off drop. The commons are still 7, 8 gems, and I do believe they could still go up. So I'm just going to have another look. So right now I'm at 65, and I need to make sure I've got some money left for the X-Men one. I can put another $20, $30 in if I need to, but I'd rather not at this point. I am debating whether just buy a bunch of these. I'm not going to lie. But I might wait to buy more till that X-Men drop comes. Because I do believe some of these people will be flippers that then want to get out before that X-Men drop. So they can go for the X-Men drop. Sorry, I'm a bit gassy. But yeah, I do believe that is the key. I mean, it's 7 gems still in the market. Let me put it on the screen 2 seconds. Yeah, duck and cover. I literally couldn't get one. I've finally got one. I think the price is settling around 40 gems for them. So that might not be the best price to buy in at. And that is a very high ultra rare at 40 gems. But I do believe there's a lot more people that are going to hold this before selling it. And right now, it's all 2 digits, 2,000 mints on the floor. There's not much. There's not much better than that at the minute. I can see 1 3 digit, but they're all obviously above floor. Now, the ultra rare could be starting to go down at this point. This could be because Bob's bought in now. This is what normally happens. When Bob buys in, stuff goes down. So do not follow Bob. So I'm just having a look. So the ultra rare is starting to go back down. So the 40 gem might have been its max price. I'm not going to lie to you right now. But I still think that holds value. I'm still happy with that at 40 gems. And I still think worst case, that's going to go to 70 gems for the ultra rare. And I do believe that common's going to double by later. If it's not already. Let me just check the common now. So the common's still 7 gems right now. And I would not be afraid of paying that price whatsoever. I definitely would not be afraid of paying that price. However, I've only got so much gems right now, so I need to wait for this next drop to come before I start buying any more. Because I do believe half hour before that X-Men drop might be a good time to start picking some more of these up. But there's 2 ways it could go, right? It could either go, it gets out your price range, or it goes up, or it goes down. There's 2 ways to play it. So I've already brought 2 copies of the common, 1 ultra rare. So I'm already sorted now for the minute. So I'm quite happy with that. So now if it goes up before the X-Men drop, I'm not totally screwed. If it goes down, then I'm completely laughing because I can buy a couple more. So I think that's my plan. Wait till that happens. So let me just have a look. So I'm just going to take one more look at the ultra rare quick. I should have really... Next time I will pull this up on the actual screen itself. It's because I'm actually looking at buying is why I haven't. So the ultra rare, as soon as Bob bought it, it's gone down 37 gems. Always happens every time Bob buys something, but I'm still convinced that will go back up. I'm not worried about that at whatsoever. There is a lot of Ron English fans, so I'm not worried about that whatsoever. Although the Moggle Green Common, the black one, actually my favourite one was 20 gems last night, which I think is an absolute steal, by the way. I know the utility's done and stuff, but again, it's still a Ron English art piece. It's still one of the better art pieces. So I'm just having a look. So the ultra rare does look to be going down at this point. It's gone to 13. It's gone to 37 now. I'm just going to keep an eye on it just in case anyone drops one really drastically low. Because if they do, I may grab the other one. So I was willing to pay 40 gems for it. So I'm willing to pay 30, right? So if it comes up again, I may have to just take that and go with it. But I do believe it could go a bit more down before the X-Men comic. Commons are still on 7 gems right now. If any 3 digits pop up, they're probably not a bad buy. It's 7 gems. I mean, it's the box price, right? You can't go wrong with that. I can't see anyone I know selling any of these at the minute. Does look to be some bot accounts in there. One collectible each. Private accounts or 1 collectible. In fact, I think I am going to buy 1 more common before we go. I'm just waiting for a good number to come up. Although that does look like it's on the way down. So it's 6.99 now. So it's slowly going down. The ultra rare is on 37. So that's still holding. I think that may hold around there. I must admit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read through these last comments. I'm going to take half-hour break and then I'm going to come back for the next stream. Hopefully you're all not bored of me yet and you come back. It's been really great talking to you all. I know a lot of you have been subbed for nearly 2 years now, and you really don't hear from me this kind of way. So if you ever want to ask me anything, I'm open to any question. Don't have to be about Veve. It can be crypto toys, DC. It can be anything you want. It could be what color my chips are, what flavor my chips are. I am honestly not bothered. It's just great to be able to talk to you sometimes. Because honestly, I've done 2 years of drop videos and normal videos and random videos. And it's nice to be able to talk to the subs, right? But yeah, if you give me half hour, I'll pop off for 20 minutes, have a drink break, go and get refilled, and then I'll come back. I'll just read these comments first before I go. Dead Coins complete my set. Congratulations. I don't blame you. I've got a full set now. I've got an extra common, and I do believe I'm going to buy another common. And if the ultra rare does go under 30, I may buy another one of them, but I'm waiting for this X-Men drop. I do reckon that it could creep a bit lower than what I've just paid before the X-Men drop, like half hour before. So I'll keep an eye on that. Duck and Cover got the ultra rare for 35. That is a better buy than I got. I got mine for 40, and I'm still happy with that. Even if that goes down, I'm really happy with that. I got a part of veve history right there, Ron English history, and Ron English is an absolute cool guy. Duck and Cover for real. Raven, I can't type in the chat. There we go. Yeah, you are typing in the chat, mate. Sorry, it was just I was a bit behind on the comments. Do forgive me on that one. I was just trying to snipe the market a little bit. Duck and Cover, yeah, I keep getting errors too. Gus Hall, hi mate, hi mate. I still got to send your stuff out. I'm not forgetting about that. I still got to send a drop head today, sorry, as well. I've got to do that later. It's just I've been so busy with these streams the last week. Once all this decon's out the way, well, this New York's out the way, I'll get back to my normal stuff. Landed the ultra rare. Congrats. That is absolute killer of a comic. What did you do? Did you sell it or did you keep it or did you sell it to then buy back in when the price has gone down? Because I know that's a thing. J Killer XRP got a common on rebound and sniped the low mint ultra around the market. That is a good play. I literally got the common on a rebound as well. So congratulations. Gossel, the comic has utility in the Veveverse. 100% it does. It actually, Ron has actually started this whole thing called Delusional. It's going to be a Web3 based thing. And he's actually starting his whole worlds for it and everything. I can imagine he got that idea through working with veve and like getting the seeing what veve have been able to create. So I can imagine that will be one world in the Veveverse, Ron English world. And I think he would be game for that as well, Ron English. He does seem to really want to do stuff for veve, help out and add more to his collectibles, his items. So yeah, this does have Veveverse capabilities, I think. Well, possibilities anyway. Big Oz, common on drop, common on rebound, 2 commons. Let's go. Congratulations. That's still a win. Right now, the price is still 7 gems. I'm actually shocked that I ever went to 3 gems. I wish I'd have brought a bunch of them. I was trying, but at the time I couldn't land any. And I do think that 7 gems is going to be 20 gems by later on tonight after this X-Men's out the way. And I'm not sure about the ultra rare. 40 gems could have been a bit high, but I actually think that should go higher than that. I actually thought that'd be around 90 to 100 gems. I'm not even going to lie to you. I thought people would be more bullish on that, especially the ones that have been at the events themselves. Guru, what's up, my friend? Good to see you. What's up, Bob Sales and fam? I'm just going to pop off for 10 minutes or 20 minutes or so, get a drink and come back. My throat's getting proper dry and I ain't got no more drinks up here. But I am going to do that for 20 minutes plus. I don't want you to all get bored of me before the next drop. So, and then we are going to try and play that market. We are going to go for that. So that should be a good one. I recommend going for that one. I knew you was going to say that, Duck and Cover. You got the palindrome. I knew you were going to say that. As soon as I got it, I knew you were going to say that. I thought of you when I got that one. Gus Hall, Ron said something about this comic being important for Delusionville. Yeah, Delusionville is actually Ron's thing, and it is actually going to be a Web3 world, but I do believe that has its own site, right? That's going to have its own site. So yeah, but I do believe that if anyone's going to have a Veveverse world or something like that in the Veveverse, it will be Ron, and I believe he will do that. A lot of artists do big spaces in the real world. They just go to random museums, even random like farm buildings and stuff, and just decorate them and have like a whole thing there. They do that a lot, so it wouldn't surprise me at all. And he's got like a whole base of art stuff, right? So he's definitely got the portfolio to be able to do that. Gus Hall, I kept my ultra rare. I don't blame you. I've kept mine. I think I got 586 common on the rebound. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, I think I got 586. So anyway, I'm going to go and get a drink now. Thank you for coming, everyone. I know the OG's on streaming at the minute, so I didn't expect anyone to come in here, I must admit. But yeah, we are going to try and go for the X-Men drop. That should be a good one. So as always, I'll be back in 10 minutes. As always, I've been your host. Oh, there's another comment. See you for the next one, brother. See you for the next one. As always, I've been your host, Bob Sales. This time next year, we will be millionaires. Peace.